Hey, we're back. I came on I came on a little early, guys. I was trying to get some stuff handled before I went live, but we're gonna go ahead and go live now. How y'all feeling? Happy Tuesday. This is our last and final pop in unless something crazy happens. You guys know I try to stay up on top of what's going on in these YouTube streets and all over the internet. Thank you guys for joining the live. I'm downstairs, y'all. So this is my new fake background. So I hope you guys like it. All right. Some of y'all the other day was like, Camera, we can't see you. So I had to figure out you got to stay within the camera so that it will so that you can see me. So I hope you guys can see me well. Can y'all see me good? All right. This is my new little virtual background when I'm downstairs. When I'm back upstairs in my office, then it's my usual background. Okay. So yes, honey, let's get into the things because we got some stuff to talk about. Hope you guys are doing well. Yes. Hi. Hello. And everybody in the building. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay. Let's get into our show because we got one. All right, so as you guys know, I shared with you guys on yesterday that Stormy was doing the giveaway for the cars. All right, she chose 2 cars. So I said I wish that she would have shown the pink slip showing that the cars were actually purchased, like for real, because you know sometimes people be saying stuff and they don't be telling the truth. But Stormy is showing that they have the cars here at her warehouse. They're parked at her warehouse. So she is talking about this giveaway. Now, a lot of people were saying that Stormy, they was dragging her really for saying, hey, you out here buying cars, but you haven't fulfilled orders for your customers. Like they really went in on her. It was like, okay, you're giving away cars, but girl, some of us haven't gotten our orders like all the way back from Black Friday. A lot of people are concerned about that. Like Stormy is spending money, unnecessary money, when she should be spending it on shipping to get her customers orders out. They're like, we don't give a fuck about no cars. We do care about our money that we spent to support your business, and you still haven't sent our shit that we, ordered. So anyway, they're also saying that Stormy is copying Brat and Judy. You guys know the rapper Da Brat and her wife Judy for doing the car giveaways as well, in order to kind of boost her I guess clout or fame or whatever, to make it look like she's just out here doing it when really Stormy is just not doing it because she is not following through on giving her customers their orders. So I don't know, but this is what she had to say. Here's her TikTok that she put out most recently. So here we go.
Let me tell y'all something. We're having the biggest live happening on March the 29th. It's right around the corner. And if you don't know, we're going to have the best deals, new products, special, a live studio audience. And on top of that, we are giving away 2 cars.
So those are the cars we saw yesterday.
Beautiful white pearl situation over here. And we have what's this, the turbo? Red candy paint baby right here. And you, even if you at home, you can have the opportunity to win one of these cars. Yes, that's right. First time ever, a car, 2 cars will be given away on TikTok. And Canvas Beauty Brands TikTok Live will be the biggest live in TikTok history with the live studio audience. The best deals ever and just amazing fun day. Can't wait to see you there. Make sure you register.
Gang, gang. Those are the cars they purchased yesterday, okay? Now they're saying that each of the cars, they spent $25K. They had a budget for $25K for each of the cars. So as you guys can see, they said we're gonna get the red one and the white one. As you guys can see, it's part of their warehouse. So they did. Hopefully. We haven't seen a pink slip or whatever. So Stormy is asking her followers, as you guys can see, follow me, y'all. Help me. Help your girl get to 1 million followers. She said, the hell, I might even give away 4 cars if I do. Then she put a laughing emoji. She says, but 2 are already in stone, meaning that they've already purchased the 2. She said to register with the link, okay, in the bio to be notified the moment we go live. Okay, so you got to go here. All right, to click on her link for her actual live so that you guys will know when she go live, and then they're going to announce who the winners are. But you have to register according to her to win the cars. All right, or to win the car. All right, so let me see. All right, so let's see. Some people are saying congratulations, and as I was telling you guys, I ain't gonna go through all those because we're ready to go. But anyway, so a few people were complaining about orders and stuff not being fulfilled, and that Stormy is spending unnecessary money in order to gain clout and to get more followers versus focusing on the matter at hand, which is her customers, or which are her customers that are trying to support her, but she's not sending their orders in, and they're concerned about that. So that's it, and that's all on Stormy. Okay, let's move on to the next topic, though. I mean, it's like you're doing a good, it's like a catch-22. You're doing a good thing, but then you're annoying people that are trying to be supportive of you in business, and it's just not looking up for you on that side of it, Stormy. Okay, so get your stuff together there, girl. All right, let's get to the next topic. Oh, I got to sneeze. I feel like I got to sneeze. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, so In Vogue's Don Robinson. Ooh, double sneeze. Bless me. All right. So In Vogue member or ex-In Vogue member Don Robinson is responding to Jermaine Dupri's interview that he did, speaking out. I'm sorry, y'all. Speaking out about a interview that he did where she was talking about when she came out to say she was sleeping in her car, and he responded to that. So now she's doing a interview with Angela Yee from the Way Up, from her Way Up podcast to what is going on with me? To express how she feels about what he had to say. Okay. Oh my God, why am I sneezing so much tonight? Jeez. All right, so let's go.
I've been thinking about it, and you said I want to do this car life thing.
Ooh.
I said I did research, which is crazy. It's like they're like, it's almost like people think that I was just like thrown into car life and I had no, she's just homeless. It's not that at all. I made a choice. Like I said, I could have stayed at the hotels, or I could have worked it out even with my manager to stay with him. Like, how can we make room in your apartment? He has a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. So I didn't, it's like they wanted, they saw what they wanted to see. They didn't see what I said. They made, like I said, they tore it apart and made certain parts like she's homeless, all this, you know,
right?
And she's destitute and she needs money and let's help her. And I'm like, you guys, I love the ones that came for me. Like, I have a place, I have a room, an extra room, you could stay with me. I'm like, my car is right now temporarily my room, my home. But I'm building my life from here. It's like that. And somebody said, oh no, she's not homeless. Look at her nails. She got her nails. It's called polish.
And I've been thinking about it. And you said, I want to do this car life thing.
I said I did research, which is crazy.
Somebody from In Vogue reached out, like watching that or seeing that, or do you still speak to them?
Good question. I was shocked by that. But they probably know I'm tired of going back and forth to the group. Every single time I go back, I go back. We have deals on the table that make sense to me and would make sense to anybody else who has a brain in their head. I'm sorry. I got to just speak truthful. This is who I am. They pick the wrong deal every single time. And so they know that I'm not going to come back and deal with their shenanigans again. So they're probably like, Dawn's not going to come back. No, I told them the last time we had the opportunity to do this the right way. Plus, Cindy and Terry have a member in the group that she's very nice to me. Like I said before, I did those 105 interviews in 2020. Very nice to me. Rona has never done anything nefarious or nasty in my direction. I like her. She's a very nice person. I just wanted to celebrate our fans with just the 4 of us because Rona wasn't there from the beginning.
Okay.
And I just felt like it was, especially
from In Vogue reached out.
It was her choice to be in the car.
So she's upset. I told you guys that In Vogue had a new group member. She's really good too. Like, I went and listened to some of their stuff. She also has the potential to be a lead singer. Okay, the new girl Rona. She is really, really good, and she actually blends in good with the girls. So Don was like, hey, I was probably going to do a couple shows or whatever, but they have Rona. I think it was some type of In Vogue anniversary, and she was like, hey, I probably would have gone and done the show with them, but then they have Rona up there, and I didn't want Rona there because she wasn't there from the damn beginning. It doesn't matter, Don. Like, at this point, just get up there and perform. I get it. I get it. You don't want the new girl up there because you guys want it to look like the original In Vogue group, but you also have to remember that they've also carried on without you. Rona has become a part of the group now. So if you guys are going to be doing shows or whatever, if you're going to come and get up there and perform with them, just get up there. Maybe they can wedge you back into the group, but you can't always just be kicking against what they want to do. Now, I get it. Cindy, I think it's Cindy and Terry I think they pretty much more so make the decisions in the group or whatever. But if you're there, I'm pretty sure they will listen to what you have to say, being that you are really a member of the group as well. But you can't complain about something if you're not making an effort to be there and help the group out. Okay, if they made some bad decisions along the way, yes, you got to remember you guys are a group. If they take a vote and the majority rule, that's usually how we go in a group anyway. If they take a vote and the majority rule, then that's what it is. You can't get mad and say, well, I said I wanted it to be this way and they wanted it to be that way. No. Okay, no. Dawn seems to be the most problematic one in the group. She's very talented. I will give her that. But it's something about Dawn's fucking attitude. It just really turns everybody off, and it makes it so difficult for her to mesh with the other girls. And that is why she keeps coming back and leaving, coming back and leaving. At some point, you got to figure out, baby, do you want to be there? If not, then stop even talking about what they're doing, because it's given that you don't want to be a part of this fucking group. And they're doing well. As I told you guys the other day when we talked about this, Invoke is currently touring and making a bag. You're sleeping in the fucking car. So who's making the bad decision, Dawn? And I'm not trying to come down hard on Dawn like that, but Invoke is touring. Everyone knows you make the majority of your money on tour. So if you're not going to go tour and get money, then shut the fuck up about this whole car situation. Because who literally wants to live in a fucking car? Like, seriously, think about it, y'all. And I ain't trying to be insensitive, but who literally, like, just wake up the next morning and say, hi, I want to live in my car today? Fuck no. If you have the opportunity to get on stage and make thousands and thousands of dollars to live a plush lifestyle, you literally gave up your house and you blaming everybody except yourself. You blaming Raphael Sadiq for you losing your house. How is it his fault? You left Invo to go be in Lucy Pearl. The group didn't work out, so it's not his problem. You left a stable group for whatever reason. So at the end of the day, I mean, are y'all feeling me? Am I talking right or am I just talking? Child. So now she's mad at Jermaine Dupri for giving his 2 cents about her decision to sleep in the fucking car. Let's go.
I saw somebody send a message to say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice or limited options. It was her choice to be in the car. I saw somebody send a message to say, Jermaine, Monica, all of y'all, can y'all put some money together to help Dawn out? From my understanding, for her to speak on it the way she spoke on it, she was basically saying that she saw other people living in their vans, living in RVs, and she welcomed the idea of doing this. Somebody said her choice, having an assistant is not something that you should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant. And when she said that, I said, oh, wait a minute. It changed my whole vibe of what I was watching, because ain't no goddamn way she got an assistant.
Living in a fucking car.
And she ain't got no money.
Period.
You know what I mean? Ain't no way. Yeah, Mr. Watson, when you ain't got no money and you out here just doing what you got to do, you do by yourself.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You moving around by yourself. Ain't nobody getting ready to sit up under you and just kick it for nothing. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it might be some people that will stick there for a little bit, but 3 years, having an assistant is not something that you.
Y'all, does it make sense to have an assistant when you live in your car? What are they assisting? I'm sorry, you're not on tour, you're not making music, you're not doing anything but living in your fucking car. So why do you need an assistant when that money can be used to go towards a roof over your head? Does that make sense? Something's going on with Dawn. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to misdiagnose anyone. I'm just saying, if you have money for an assistant, should that not be safe? Say, hey, I don't really need you right now. Thank you for being my assistant, but I don't really need you right now. I think my focus needs to be on me getting permanent residency, even if it's a 1-bedroom apartment, to put down on a place for you to stay versus in your car until you can rebuild yourself back to where you want to be. I don't think you need an assistant right now because you don't really got shit going on. I mean, am I child? That don't make no sense. I'm not paying an assistant if I'm sleeping in my car. What are you assisting? Me and being fucking crazy? Like, girl.
You should even think about if you don't have no money, right? And I'm bringing this up because Dawn, when she was telling the story in her car today about her living in her car for the last 3 years, she said, I was telling my assistant.
Period. Girl, you don't need no damn assistant. All right, so it said the invokes Don Robinson is doubling down on her choice to live in her car. It said that while speaking with Angela Yee, she maintained that she is not homeless and chose to live inside of her car several years ago, 3 years now. Said that many chimed in on the singer's living situation, including Jermaine Dupree. He slammed people calling her homeless and also stated that Don chose this for herself. Now, y'all remember when I covered this, I want to say like a week or so ago, Don was saying that initially she was living with her mom whenever she lost her home, but she had some issues to where she didn't like the way her mom spoke to her and the whole vibe in her mom's home. So she chose to pack up everything, all of her shit, and get in her car and stay in her car. And it's been 3 years now. Like, say what? So you were living with your mom who told you, hey, you're invited to come and stay here, but you, I guess, didn't want to live by your mom's rules, or you didn't want to hear what your mom had to say, or you kind of had the attitude that you had when you were in Vogue, like you wanted everything to go your way. I mean, when you stand with somebody, you really can't do everything you want to do up under their roof. Like mama gonna always have mama rules. That's just how that shit go. Anybody that you live with gonna have their own rules and regulations that you have to abide by. And if you don't want to abide by those, then you're free to go. So it's given that you are the problem, Don. Okay, I like you and all, but girl, get your ish together. Let's move on and stay on her no more, cause child. Goodbye, Don. Goodbye, Don. Let's wave you away, girl. Goodbye. All right, going back to your car, girl. Get under your wheel and go to sleep. I'm sorry. All right, moving on, girl. Sean Kingston, we got to spin the block on him because I initially covered he and his mother being arrested, you guys, for defrauding a few people. All right, some high-end clothing and jewelry and furniture and things like that. Sean Kingston and his mama with her bald-headed ass, okay? Because y'all remember I covered her when they took her mug shot, baby. She was bald-headed as a barracuda. I said, what the hell? What the hell going? Which one is Sean and which one is mama? Because y'all look both the same. Damn. How your son got more hair than you, girl? Anyway, so Sean Kingston and his mother stand trial for allegedly defrauding victims of high-end goods, clothing, cars, and jewelry. Let's go ahead and get into what they're saying here.
Fraud trial of singer Sean Kingston and his mother is underway right now in Fort Lauderdale. Let's get out to Joan Murray. She's live outside that courthouse. And Joan, today jurors heard testimony from people who say they were ripped off.
That's exactly right. It's all going on in a second floor courtroom here at the federal courthouse in Fort Lauderdale. Now, the
shout out Jasmine Brand.
Charges are wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud. On the stand right now is a man who says he never got paid for installing an elaborate television system worth tens of thousands of dollars. So let's go to the video. You may remember it was last May that Sean Kingston, that's his rapper name. His real name is Keshawn Anderson.
Fraud trial of singer Sean Kingston.
Agents raided his Southwest Ranches home where they arrested his mother, Janice Turner. At the same time, Kingston was arrested in California. Now, the allegations are that he never paid certain vendors for luxury items like that television we just told you about, jewelry, cars, even a large bed that a furniture supplier gave him. Kingston has pleaded not guilty. So has his mother, Janice Turner. And they are right now sitting in the courtroom listening to this testimony. Agents raided.
So y'all see that, all right? Y'all remember when we covered this? Y'all know who Sean Kingston is. You're just so beautiful, girl. Y'all remember that? All right, so shout out again to the Jasmine Brand. So the federal fraud trial for rapper Sean Kingston and his mother, Janice Turner, began this week in Fort Lauderdale, where the duo faces several serious charges. Now, it says that Kingston and his mother are accused of defrauding victims out of luxury items, including high-end cars and jewelry, through fraudulent documents. Okay, they're gonna get a lot of time behind that. I just feel it. It said that the charges they face include one count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Yeah, That's probably about 10 years right there. And 5 counts of wire fraud. Now it says that the case traces back to May of last year when both Kingston and Turner were arrested after allegedly stealing nearly $500,000 worth of jewelry and defrauding banks and dealers out of significant amounts of money. Now, Kingston, who was performing at a military base when arrested, child, not on stage, girl, was on probation at the time for a separate offense, while Turner faces multiple other fraud charges. Now, both have pled not guilty. Okay, girl. Both have pled not guilty, so their trial has begun. We're going to stay up on this because I initially reported on it, so I always like to follow through and give updates when we get those. Okay, so hey, we'll see what happens. I do think they're going to get a lot of time. Anytime you get into that wire fraud and shit like that, yeah, you get that good old Fed time, and that Fed time usually started 10 years or above. So, mama, you already bald headed, so you ain't got to worry about no braids, girl. Go on up in there and get your time, girl. All right, moving on. All right, so T.I. and Tiny, honey, y'all know they were recently in court for the OMG Bratz dolls or whatever those kind of dolls were. They won a huge settlement for that. This time looks like they've also come out on top in their case with Sabrina Peterson that they've sued as well. Let's get into that. Now, they've been suing her for quite some time for some defamation situations. All right. Now, T.I. and Tiny score legal victory as Sabrina Peterson's defamation lawsuit is dismissed. Now, it says that T.I. and Tiny have scored a major victory in their 4-year legal battle against their former friend Sabrina Peterson. Now, this is the same girl who said, along with Shekinah, that Tiny was like doing some trafficking stuff and doing sexual situations with people, like in a forcible situation that they didn't know about when they were drugged up or whatever, according to what they were trying to say. And she was trying to say that she might have tried to do some things to her. So it said that during a recent contempt hearing, allegedly, Sabrina appeared before a judge to explain why she hasn't paid any money to T.I. and Tiny, despite the couple's winning a $96,000 judgment in 2023. Now, the appeals court awarded them the sum after dismissing 5 of the 7 charges that Sabrina filed in her 2021 defamation lawsuit, okay? Now, as reported, Sabrina accused the couple of damaging her reputation and business after they denied her claims that T.I. held a pow-pow to her head and abused several women, okay? I remember that came out. I talked about that as well. They got into some type of heated argument, and he pulled out a pow-pow and put it to her head. Okay, so she also sued him for that as well. Now, during the hearing, Sabrina argued that she wasn't intentionally defying the court, claiming that the judgment amounted to half of her annual income. They don't care about that. Said that she stated that she couldn't cover the debt unless the musician agrees to a $1,000 monthly payment plan. Well, see, that's how you got to watch your mouth when you saying stuff. The judge ain't thinking about that. If they win a lawsuit for, what was it, $96,000, they don't want to hear about no damn payment plan. They want their money. Unless the judge say, okay, yeah, we'll put you on a payment plan. You can't just not pay and say, well, I can only do $1,000 a month. That's not how it works. If you are ordered to pay something, you got to pay that. And if you are having issues doing so, then you go back and file another motion, say, hey, I need to be on a payment plan. I want to make these payments, but it's going totally against what my, annual income is. And it's going to set me like way back to where I cannot survive. Okay. Some shit like that. And I just made that up on the way. All right. But so they said that while the judge acknowledged that Sabrina could face jail time for non-payment, say you in contempt, that she was granted leniency. However, in my Kimmy voice, the rest of her suit was officially dismissed. And said that the judge said the case was filed March 1st of 2021. It has now been 4 years and 23 days. It said that the court finds that the plaintiff has filed to prosecute the case. Said that the case is dismissed. Now, after the ruling, Rolling Stone caught up with Sabrina, who expressed relief over the outcome, stating, said that I'm relieved that it's finally over. It's fine. I'm tired. This has gone on for 4 or 5 years. I'm really tired. Said that the judge added that T.I. and Tiny can still pursue the $96,000 that they're owed, and their attorney reportedly confirmed plans to do so. So they're like, yeah, okay, it's dismissed, but we still coming after you because you did defame us, okay? But then she probably could countersue because, unless I don't know how that works, because it's been 4 or 5 years. I know it's like the time of that may have run out, but if he put a pow to your head, I probably would have filed charges. or sued or something like that. Maybe you could counter sue for that if that's how you feel. I don't know. I wouldn't want to keep fighting after 4 or 5 years. That's a lot to keep going back and forth to court, especially if your money is funny. You got to have an attorney each time you go to court. And girl, I don't know what to tell you. That's another catch-22. Damn. All right. So this morning we talked about, and y'all heard me hollering, honey. This topic had me hollering this morning because I was mad because y'all know anytime we talk about the cheering child. All right. I'm like Whitney Houston. I believe the cheering are our future, girl. So anytime we get to talking about the cheering, I get mad. So we got a little update, and I'm going to try to hit it and quit it and get up off this topic because, baby, this child. All right. So Columbus police, all right, Columbus police have to pow the father accused of unaliving the 13-year-old Kimani Lateef. Y'all remember we talked about her this morning? Previously claimed that he went to her home to confront her, or comfort her rather, after she feared a home invasion. So let's get into
breaking news out of Columbus. Details are becoming more clear just throughout the last half hour or so. Police say that they shot a man believed to be the father of a Toledo teen, Kimani Lateef. Her body found in an abandoned home yesterday. Her father, Darnell Jones, wanted for her murder. Police haven't officially named the person that officers shot. I do want to reiterate that police have not officially named the person that officers shot, but this is what the head of the Fraternal Order of Police had to say just moments ago. I do want to warn you, the details might be disturbing to hear.
Was an individual wanted for homicide out of Toledo. I called my union counterpart in Toledo. I said, hey, good news, we have your guy. Your guy committed a murder, chose to fled to our town. I'll tell you right now, the wrong town to come to if you murder somebody. Our SWAT team will go out looking for you.
Come on.
This case is one of the most horrific cases I ever heard. This is a 14-year-old that was murdered, had her hands and her throat almost. This is an absolute
news out of Columbus.
Animal that came into our town.
Very intense there. And I would also like to note that the Toledo Police Department has not confirmed the details that you just heard. We are asking questions, though. We're also told that the man police shot is in the hospital and his condition has been stabilized. I know that we're throwing a lot of details at you here. We are online as well. Make sure you're sticking with us both on air and online and on our news app for updates to this breaking story. We will continue to keep you posted.
Animal that
told to me that he was her biological father. However, her biological mother has told me on several occasions that he is not. So I don't know what to believe, but I know that he was present. He's been more present than the biological mom. And I feel deceived. Like, you played for so long in my face, like you was her dad, like you really had her best interests at heart. But where is she?
So as you guys can see here, it says the grandma said that the suspect is not Kimani's biological father. The mother denies the claims, okay? This is a weird situation.
However, it's very important to note that we caught up with Kimani's mother earlier today, and she says that the grandmother is telling a completely different story from the truth. So we're going to continue digging into the details, and we'll bring you the latest as soon as we can.
Told to me.
I saved her on the 15th. Her dad brought her down to my house, and apparently my mother gave him permission. And honestly, it was just me loving on my kid. You know, we played video games. We played, we talk mess. You know, that's what we do. We roast each other, all types of stuff, but it's all love. I saved her on the 15th.
Okay, that's her. This is the person that's saying it's supposed to be alleged father. Says father of missing 13-year-old girl is being charged with the alleged abducting his daughter. Said the police claimed that he was the last person with the girl and his details about her whereabouts were inconsistent. Okay.
Glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front room. Her pajamas were in the dining room in the floor.
A Toledo family is asking for help to help find a 13-year-old who's been missing now for more than 2 days. Her name is Kimani Lateef, and Alexis Means spoke with her family members today. Alexis, what are they telling you?
Well, Sasha, the Toledo Police Department, they went out and they talked to the grandmother today. The grandmother says the teen has never run away. She did not show up for school on Monday, and when you call her cell phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
I just want her to come home safely. I mean, she's not in trouble. She hasn't been in trouble.
This is a picture of Spring Elementary student Kimani Lateef. The teen has not been seen since Sunday evening after 10 p.m. Her grandmother says she came home from work and the door was unlocked.
It was Monday morning.
Okay.
And When I came home, glasses wasn't here. Of course, she was supposed to have been on her way to school, but according to the way that the house was set up, once I got here, because it was in complete disarray, she wasn't here. So I called the school so that I can talk to her, and they said that she wasn't there.
She says Kimani's keys were at the house along with her glasses. Her grandmother says the 13-year-old can't see without them. She also told me the stove was on and you could smell gas.
Other than her and I, it's just the two dogs in the house. So who cut it on? So that was kind of suspicious. Then her glasses and her underclothes were by the couch in the front. Going somewhere, can she go? She's a latchkey kid, so she has her own keys for the home. She has a phone just in case anything happens. She can contact somebody. She's very responsible.
Kimani's.
All right, let's pause. Let's go ahead and read up so you guys can kind of get a clearer understanding. And then I'm going to pull something that I found as well on this guy here. He's fucking dangerous, okay? Now, investigators noted inconsistencies in Jones's statement, which led to a warrant for his arrest. It said that after Kimani's body was found, that he was named the prime suspect in her unaliving. Now, authorities say that she has been brutally assaulted with her throat partially severed and her hands were covered. It says that marking it as one of the most disturbing cases that they've encountered. That's so sad for a 13-year-old. Oh my God. It says that Jones fled to Columbus about 2.5 hours south, where he was located by a SWAT team and pow during the arrest. It said that he is currently in stable condition. Now, previously, Kimani's grandmother claimed that Jones wasn't her biological father, and assertion that her mother later denied, insisting that Jones was her real dad. So why wouldn't the grandmother know that? Why would the grandmother who has custody of this granddaughter, or who had, because she's no longer here, why would she not know who the father is if he was coming to visit this child and get visitations with this child? Why would she not know that? Do you not know who your granddaughter's dad is? Why is there a question in terms of who this person is if he's her father? Now, she does resemble him, but that doesn't mean that he's the father. My question is, why would the grandmother not know this? If there's some type of visitation set up for the dad, would there not be some type of paperwork or something in place, or I don't know, something from the courts or paternity? I don't know. It's weird to me that this stranger comes to your door and knock on your door, boom, 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 boom. Hey, I'm here to see my daughter. And you just open your door and let your granddaughter go with this person who is believed to be her father. And you guys don't know that. Weird. Y'all don't think that's weird?
Father says he saw his daughter late Sunday night after she called him afraid to be home alone.
Weird.
I came over here because she said that if it seemed like somebody was trying to break into the house. So I sat for an hour, me and my cousin, we sat over here and we left around like 12:30-ish.
The girl went missing from Elm and Bronson. Toledo police are investigating.
They came inside, they looked around, the officer requested to see her room, how it was set up and all of that. And she went through some of her things, but they didn't take anything.
And Toledo police say that if you know the whereabouts of this young little girl, to call Crime Stoppers. Sasha, back to you.
Now, the grandmother, as I covered this morning, the grandmother called Crime Stoppers because there was some type of reward. And the grandmother has now been arrested. I showed y'all that this morning, but now I have something else that I want to show you guys, because this is gonna blow y'all away. Because I've been digging. Y'all know when I get on a case, baby, I'm on a case. Let's get into this shit here, because y'all gonna be like, what the? All right, so the guy that you just saw, where he was saying he's the father, and they're saying that it's kind of hit or miss if he is or not. There's some legal stuff that was pulled up on him. Darnell Jones, that is his name, as you guys can see coming up on my screen. Now, he has some very, very serious charges that were brought up on him. So he's a very dangerous individual. And now it makes me believe that he is involved with the unaliving and what happened to this young girl, where it said that her throat was partially severed to where her head was almost off. Her hands were bound when they found her in that abandoned building. So as you guys can see, these are 3 charges from 1991, all from Darnell Jones. All right. As you guys can see here on my screen, abduction removed from place found. So this is not the first time that he's abducted someone. Okay. This was happening back in 1991. Okay. Yeah, Camille Colombo is on the job, baby. Do you hear me? Camille Colombo is on the job. So Darnell Jones, as you guys can see here on my screen, in June, that's June 17th of 1991, he was charged with abduction removed from place found. So who else did he abduct? Who else did he abduct? Because this shit has happened before. Okay. Yeah. Let's continue. Unaliving caused death while committing attempting in or F2 violent offense. That's the same thing that happened to the little girl. So this is not the first time that these charges have been placed on this person. So it's no coinky dink that he became aggressive with the police and they wound up having to pow him. It's no coinky dink that he showed up out of the blue claiming to be this person's father, saying that he sat outside for a whole hour or so with his homies. Like, yeah, what were you doing? How did this young girl wind up in an abandoned place? You have a track record. Everything that's happened to this little girl, you've been arrested for before. You guys not see that on my screen? He's also been arrested for felonious assault, victim seriously harmed. The little girl was seriously harmed. I mean, she was okay. All in June of 1991. Three charges, very serious charges. He's a very dangerous individual. And now I believe that everything that happened to her in terms of her abduction, because she was abducted, as you guys can see, in 91, he abducted someone else. Okay. Also on the same day, unaliving cause of death while committing attempting a violent offense. She was definitely it was attempted, and he also followed through because she was found in an abandoned building with her, throat. Yeah. All right. And of course, felonious assault to the victim. She was seriously harmed. This little girl was seriously harmed and unalived. So as you guys can see, he's a very dangerous individual. This is not the first time that he's been charged with said situation. And I believe that everything that happened to this little girl, beautiful little girl, I believe that he did all of those things. I don't know who the fuck he is. And I don't know why the grandmother was so trusting to have him around his granddaughter. I don't know why it gives me the same case, the same details, the same everything when it comes to this Naziah situation. Do I feel like he sexually violated her? I do. Do I feel like he's her biological father? I don't. Do I feel like there's some sneaky stuff going on with that mother? Because you don't seem to be grieving as a mother would if her daughter, if all these things that you heard was going on with your daughter, you seem to be a little too calm for me. Kind of like Naziah's grandmother and aunts. Because something that tragic, if you found that your granddaughter who you had custody of, who you had a bond with, same with the mother, okay, because the daughter had to be taken away from you, which shows that you were unfit. You guys know if you're a parent, especially a mother, it takes a lot to take a child from the mother to prove that they're unfit. So the mother was proven to be unfit, which is why the child was staying with the grandmother. But now the grandmother was in on the shit because she too was seeing getting rid of evidence related to this case for this child. So this person who they're saying is not the father, I believe was sexually assaulting her when he showed up there. I don't know what the fuck the grandmother was for this child to be alone at 13 years old, because I don't even think that is the age that a child should be left alone. I think it's 16 to where they can stay home alone. I think it is. I have to check in that state. But from what this sounds like to me, it gives the Naziah case all over again. That this girl was sexually assaulted. I think the mother knows more than what she's saying, and the grandmother definitely knows more because her ass is arrested as well for covering up evidence. But this is what Darnell Jones, the person that you guys just saw on our screen, what he was charged for previously. Okay, so yeah. Caramel Colombo is on that shit. Do you hear me? And I'm going to stay on it. And I'm going to find out some more shit about it, okay? Because now I'm nosy. Now I'm nosy, okay? Period. Let's continue. Okay, so we got more. Let's go back. Sean Kingston, court. Got Tiana, got that. All right, so let's get into this Candy situation. I think this is my last topic. Yeah, I'm on your ass, brother. I'm on your ass. Do you hear me? Yes, because y'all know when Caramel get on it, baby, I'm on it. Just like I'm on this Naziah case, bitch. Whatever I can find out, I'm on it. Yes, we own it, baby. All right, so let's get into the Candy. All right, let's blow it up so y'all can see. Now, I told you guys about the case with Candy, honey, with the OLG being closed permanently, all right? Hold on. Give me 1 second. so we can get all of our receipts together, because I like to show you guys as I'm talking. All right, so all right, let's put it up. Okay, so as I told you guys, OLG, Candy's OLG restaurant that she has with her mother and aunts, that was actually deemed closed permanently. We covered this on yesterday, so I have like a little update, and then we're gonna get out of here. All right, so let's go ahead and share screen so you can see with me, because I like for you guys to see with me when we're talking. Okay, as you guys can see, this is Candy's OLG restaurant. Okay, all right, so shout out to BFV fans. Says the Candy Bursts restaurants, Blaze and Old Lady Gang reportedly closed for good. Now, restaurant landlord sues Candy for over $200,000 in unpaid rent and repairs. Now, we know that for her Blaze restaurant, where she was sued for the unpaid rent and repairs, but we're not finding out. Well, we have found out, but it's not as clear as it should be as to what's going on with Old Lady Gang. But I do have the court documents for that. So let's look at that, shall we? Let's blow it up. Let's blow it all the way up so y'all can see. Okay. Hey, babe. All right. So as you guys can see on my screen, all right, State Court of Fulton County is e-file. That's the e-file number. All right, as of 3/3/25, at 2:42 p.m. Donald Talley is the clerk, Civil Division. All right, Georgia is the Fulton County of Court, State of Court of Fulton County, Civil Division. Montego Pacifics Incorporated, courtesy of C. Knox Withers, Arnell Golden Gregory, LLP. It gives the address here, Atlanta, Georgia. It gives the phone number, plaintiff's name, address, da-da-da-da-da. Now, as you guys can see over here, amount of the suit is $154,139.17. Interest to be determined, attorney's fees to be determined, court cost $245. Type of suit, contract, okay? Let's go down here, versus the Arnell Golden Gregory versus Old Lady Gangs Southern Cuisine, LLP. Courtesy of Don Juan Clark. Y'all know Don Juan is like Candy's, I think, manager or something like that. Okay. That's the guy that's always seen with Candy. It gives the address, 658 Whitehall Street, Southwest, Atlanta, Georgia. Defendant's name, address, da-da-da-da-da. Y'all see that? It says here, summons to the above named defendant says that you are hereby required to file with the clerk of court, of said court, and to serve a copy of the plaintiff's attorney or on plaintiff if no attorney to wit. It says, of course, name, C. Knox Withers, rather. It gives the address, city, state, zip code, phone number. Says that to answer to this complaint, which is herewith served upon you, must be filed within 30 days after service, not counting the day of service. If you fail to do so, judgment by default will be taken against you for the relief demanded in the complaint, plus cost of this action. Defenses may be made and jury trial demanded via electronic filing, or if desired, at the e-filing public access terminal in the self-help center at 185 Central Avenue. It gives the address for that ground floor, as you guys can see here, Donald Talley, chief clerk, all right, which is an electronic signature. As we go down here, it just gives the information where the deputy marshal, State Court of Fulton County, has served this, as you guys can see. So it gives that it says that closed permanently. It gives that Candy is owing some money and they've closed indefinitely. Old Lady Gang due to some money that's being owed, something with the contract, as you guys can see here, all $154,139.17. So Don Juan's name is listed on here. You don't see Candy's name on here, but Don Juan does handle all of, or if not most of, Candy's business stuff. If you guys have watched Real Housewives of Atlanta, if you watch her Candy and the Gang, Don Juan handles her business affairs. So that is why his name, I guess, is listed here. But yeah, it's saying that it's closed indefinitely. So Candy, I don't know what's going on. Is Candy having money problems? I hope not. I know Candy, her net worth is like in the millions. I don't know what's going on, but this is like the second lawsuit that's been filed against her. For her Blaze restaurant is over 200 and something thousand that was filed against she and Todd for that restaurant, and she doesn't even own the building. And then this particular restaurant here, OLG, is being sued, as you guys can see on my screen, where it's been, it's been locked up and closed indefinitely, okay, until I guess it's $154,139.17 is paid. They got to figure this out. They are in court fighting for OLG, and they do have, I think, 2 locations for said restaurants. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Candy and her businesses, but that's what it is. Okay. China need to be locked up from that damn high ass prices, okay? But yeah, that's what's going on with Candy's OLG. That's the legal document, as you guys can see. Candy, girl, get your shit together, baby. That's not a good look. That's not a good look. Candy is usually a good business person, but yeah. What y'all laughing at in here? I see the laughing emojis. So this Todd said it was the food that set up to be. Was it a scheme set up by Todd? Is that what y'all saying? Ain't it what the auntie said? It's a scheme set up by Todd, and then she spinned around in that chair like she figured it out. I was like, girl, no. You didn't figure out anything, girl. Okay. So that's what happened, okay, to OLG. It said the Candy better buy the people bet their money. Yeah, y'all. What y'all think about that? They said, let it go, Candy, move around. I keep saying that just because a person is a celebrity and you see them on reality shows, it doesn't mean that they are capable of running a restaurant. Do you know how much work that goes into running a restaurant? Like, for real. Candy, the restaurant, I'm telling you, all of her restaurants have been said to be nasty. They overpriced. Her people that work for her are very rude. Like, they need to get it together. Everybody cannot run a restaurant. And I'm telling y'all, when I went, my experience was not good. And I'm not trying to down her restaurant, and I'm not trying to talk bad about Candy, but I was just like, I'm not coming back here no more, because this shit was just, the food was just lackluster. I was just like, oh yeah, no. It was overpriced. It was lackluster. The wait time was very long, and it was just horrible. The experience was horrible. And you got one time to play with me about my food, and I just can't fuck with it no more. So yeah, I hope they figure it out, child, because Candy, you owe a lot of money. $200,000 for Blaze Restaurant and $154,000. We'll round it up to $155,000 for OLG. So girl, you better get in. You better get back on the show. Real Housewives of Atlanta, girl, you might better get back on there so you can get you a good coin. It's like ever since you left Real Housewives of Atlanta, all this shit started piling up on you. So I don't know. But anywho and anyway, that's our show for today. Let's get out of here. Unless something else pops up crazy, child, some breaking news, then I will see you guys tomorrow for Car Chronicles. Okay. I see you, KBR, in the building. Shout out to KBR. Shout out to Rose Armstead. Shout out to Belle Wilson. Shout out to Scorpion Miss. Shout out to Truth TV Podcast. Those are my mods. Thank y'all so much for doing an awesome job. Thank you to all the content creators. I see you Sunny Days in the building. Do we have any more content creators in here? Any more? Shout out to all of my caramelians. All right, they said that I thought Kenny was making money with that Billy Goat sing. Child, that Billy Goat voice. Girl, don't crank that Billy Goat voice up. Do not crank up that Billy Goat voice. We don't want to hear it tonight. Ain't gonna be able to sleep. I'm trying to tell you now. Mary, I'm gonna be calling you like, listen, why you crank up that Billy Goat voice? Why? All right, but let's get out of here, guys. I don't see any more content creators, but if you guys are in the building, feel free to let me know. I'll be happy to shout you guys out, okay? Mods, let me know. Do we have any more? No. All right, well, if nothing else, honey, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to this channel so that you will be privy to all and information and videos to come. All right, love you guys down. If nothing else, let's go.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.